All right, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here today is the Fender 1030. This was a guitar made in the 60s up until the early 70s. I'm not sure exactly what year this is. It could be 70, 71, 69, etc. This was made by the Harmony Manufacturing Company in Chicago, Illinois. They are famous for such wonderful guitars as the Harmony H165, which was an all mahogany orchestra model guitar. This is the Fender version that they built for Fender. That same guitar. It has an adjustable truss rod. It has this custom pick guard that was original to the guitar, but custom for the Fender version. It's got this mustache bridge, which also differs from the standard Harmony version. This little rosette around the sound hole. And pretty much everything else was pretty much the same. The headstock's a little different shape, maybe. But it's got the same tuners, same Brazilian rosewood fretboard, same mahogany body, all solid woods, top, back, and sides. The bracing was spruce. Now, on this particular guitar, this was a damaged guitar when I got it. It had some cracks around the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. But first, let me explain that while I had it all opened up, I did a rebracing project on this one. So this one's got a conversion to a very similar bracing pattern as the Martin D15M and the D1. It's a hybrid X-brace A-frame pattern where what you have your standard X-brace pattern that comes through here, but you also have an A-frame that comes through up in here. Then your very nice big thick transverse brace up top, and then a block that extends out from the neck block and pins down that A-frame brace. And the A-frame brace goes under the transverse brace and butts into the X-brace. And down here, we have an oversized bridge plate made out of maple and one singular solitary tone bar that runs along the back of the bridge plate and gives enough stability to this portion of the guitar while allowing this to really give a lot more resonance. The X-brace extends all of the vibration from your bridge plate all the way out to here, and so you get a nice even balanced tone, and it sounds amazing. And this one I used a piece of spruce that Stu McDonald offers called a torrified spruce. It's like a fast aged piece of spruce, and I used that to create the X-brace. The bridge plate is antique salvaged maple from a bed frame about 100 years old. And the rest of the bracing, the tone bars that come off of here, and the tone bars that come off the X brace down here, and even the transverse brace, that's all wood that's been repurposed from this guitar. Except for maybe the transverse brace might be another 1960s guitar that I took the brace out of, because I needed one that was a little thicker than what would have been there originally. So what we have there is all of the braces and everything explained. It also has a Journey EP001K Piezo pickup underneath the on the bridge plate, right in front of the bridge pins. So under the saddle, it's got 3 piezos, and that wires directly into the end pin jack. There's no volume or tone controls on this. That'll all go into your amp or your PA or whatever you're running it through, which is plenty fine. It sounds fantastic. It has the original tuners. It has the original bushings. The tuners are all cleaned up, polished, and work beautifully. The neck's been reset. The action is very low. It's just a shade under 2 millimeters, and it really, and there's some room left on the saddle if you wanted to adjust that. But it sounds great. It plays all the way up and down the neck. None of the frets fret out or buzz or anything. So it's a real great player. It sounds amazing. Truss rod works. It's adjusted properly right now. It does, however, have a lot of cosmetic issues and had a lot of repairs. So for one, we'll just point out this little guy right here. This is, I don't know, a little crack in the finish, but it is solid. Everything is stabilized there. Everything I'm going to show you is stable, even though it shows a little bit here and there. And you've got nicks in the finish here, there, everywhere. There is some sort of blistering here in the finish, but that isn't really a problem except for cosmetics, and you know, it's hard to see from a distance. There's a little bit of a the pick guard isn't precisely flat. I'm trying to see if I can show it. It's like it's a little lumpy right here. I think you can see it in there. See the light hits it. It's not super perfect. You know, and it has its little dings. It's got a bone bridge installed. The original bridge was taken out. This whole thing has been it had like some pretty deep grooves from the strings from years. People like to put these grooves in there. Those are all repaired and filled in, and this bridge has a lot of life left in it now. Now, let me show you the worst part, which really isn't that bad, but it was when I got it. So here you go. What you have is some gnarly cracks that were along the side and edge here. Now, what I did was I glued everything back together. It's all cleated with mahogany cleats on the inside, long ways, so they run the length of the side of the guitar. So this whole thing is very stable now, and it's not going to be a problem at any point. There's a little bit of, finish problems. Now here, let me show you the worst part. But again, it is very solid, and this chunk of mahogany here, I'll point it out, this part is not original wood to this guitar. This had to be added. There was missing wood here, and instead of trying to puzzle piece stuff together, I just took a nice line, I glued it under pressure, got the whole thing together. Then the braces run over it, and there's a cleat here and a cleat here. There's also some finish problems that were on the back, so I had to take some of the finish off, and the color match and the texture match, just couldn't get it. It's really the same color. It's just, the age and thickness of the finish and the more you do, really the less it's going to end up being very good. So this is where it's going to stay. Now, like I said, I had, see, there's this little chip too. That actually got replaced with a bit of the wood from over here. So that's actually original wood, but just from the other side of the guitar. Kind of like a hair transplant. So the back of this guitar was off, but it went on nicely. You can see it's real nice and smooth all along here. Like everything went back together nicely, so no problem there really. And here's the neck reset. It's pretty nice looking, very tight, hardwood shims in there. And here's the action. So let me see if I can show you a little measurement here. See, there's 2 millimeters. There's the 12th fret, and we are a shade under 2 millimeter, more like 1.75 to 1.75 millimeters. That's real low. But it plays nice all the way throughout, so surprisingly we're gonna keep it there, and that's great. It's got an old strap button here, so I didn't mess with that. I just left that there. A lot of times I will move those when they're in that position. They're better off over here, but this is okay. It's solid and it's not cracking or anything or doing anything weird, so if it ain't broke, sometimes don't fix it. Like I said, it's got this really beautiful fingerboard too, with this kind of odd figuring in here that you don't see every day. It's very strange. So there you go.